on Saturday. 2 games on Saturday. We're going to start Saturday, January 8th, 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Kansas City Chiefs, 11-5, 4-3 on the road at Denver Broncos, 7-9, 4-4 at home. We're at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Razor Sharp Pick says, wake me up when we get to the divisional rounds. Go, Pack, go. What up, fellas? You have a very good football team on your hands, Razor, in a very comfortable spot. All the games go through Lambeau until the Super Bowl. You must be feeling pretty good about your thoughts here. Christopher Comentini, exactly. So this is like capping bowl games. Exactly. Now, because of the horrific week I had, I think it was 3 years ago, I'm going to be hesitant. But if there's a spot like we believe Kansas State is tonight in the Tax Act Bowl, let's fire away. Let's start with the market move here. We have for the Chiefs Broncos, we've got, where the hell is it? Oh my God. Do I have to really go back? Sorry, I've got to go back to, what a joke this is. It's not even going to give me the, all right. It's not going to give it to me. Okay, I'll have to go get it myself. Unbelievable. What a joke this site has become. What a joke this site has become. I'm going to give you the market moves here in a second. I've got to pull it up from a different site here. But let's talk about where the cash lies in Chiefs Broncos. We have 4,640 tickets in. 83% of the tickets are on the Chiefs. 86% of tickets are on the over, and 66% of the cash is on the over. 34% of the cash is on the under, with just 14%. Very interesting. Prince of the City says, I would say definitely KC first half. They will come out after that loss and then look at the Titans score. The Chiefs coming off a disappointing 34-31 loss at Cincinnati to snap their 8-game winning streak and fall out of the top seed in the AFC, a spot that Tennessee now controls. Joe Burrow had more passing yards to Jamar Chase than Mahomes had in the entire game. Mahomes finished 26 of 35 for 259 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He threw 2 first-quarter touchdown passes and didn't throw another one. McCole Hardman caught 1 pass for 53 yards to lead the team in receiving. Tyreek Hill was next with 6 receptions for 40 yards. Travis Kelce caught 5 passes for 25 yards and a touchdown. Kelce caught a pass for his 125th straight game. Darrell Williams rushed for 88 yards and scored twice. The Chiefs had 4 sacks, 10 quarterback hits, but their secondary was exposed. Right tackle Lucas Nang suffered a knee injury in the first quarter. He did not return. He is believed to have suffered a torn patella tendon in his left knee. That would end his season. So we're expecting right tackle Lucas Nang to be done for the year. Clyde Edwards-Helaire was inactive last week, questionable this week. Kansas City can still secure the AFC's top seed with a victory and a loss by Tennessee, which plays at Houston this Sunday coming up. Dennis Garcia says, lean Denver, but I don't trust them to score. We'll probably bet the under. Defensively, Denver will show up because it's KC and they're at home. Again, not sure they can score under. Take it away here with just a breakdown on these Kansas City Chiefs, Bebsie. What are your thoughts on that loss to the Bengals, and do they come out firing here?
Look, the loss to the Bengals was I was surprised by it. Obviously, I did not see the Bengals playing that well. I didn't see them stepping up as well as they did. Joe Burrow is proving a lot of people. Well, everyone thought he'd be good. Proving me wrong that he could really show up in that spot against a veteran Kansas City Chiefs team. But I kind of agree with Prince, and I kind of agree with Dennis. Maybe a little bit more with Dennis here. I do think that they are going to come out hot. I don't know they're going to know what the Tennessee score is. I think it's more to the fact that Denver will come out, play hard for their coach that's probably gone. I don't think there's animosity. I think they probably like Vic Fangio. He is a defensive-minded coach. That defense is very good, and Denver is at home. So KC, I think, is going to have a tough time scoring against this Broncos team. I think playing for pride, playing for their coach, it's really their offense and their quarterback situation that could very well get Fangio fired. And I guess it's kind of his fault because they took Surtain instead of a quarterback when there was 2 quarterbacks still on the table. But I do think it's a little bit of what Dennis said and a little bit of what Prince said.
But we're not going to know the Titans score. The Titans play on Sunday. So this
this is a Saturday game. So yes. So it's still I still think they come out hot.
I agree. Now, for whatever reason, I can't pull up the market moves on this spot, but we have the Chiefs as 10-point favorites. This total at 44.5. The first half is Chiefs minus 6.5 at minus 115. No worries, Prince of the City. So it feels like that Chiefs early might be the spot. Let's keep discussing this and let's talk about these Denver Broncos coming in off an ugly 34-13 loss at the Chargers. Denver's lost 4 of its last 5, eliminated from playoff contention, assured of its 5th straight losing season, missing Teddy Bridgewater for the 2nd straight week. And I'm supposed to pull up the IR in this spot, but it looks like his season is over and we're going to see more Drew Lock. Let me just verify that here in a second with these Broncos. Here we go. Bridgewater was listed as a non-participant in Tuesday's estimated practice report. I don't expect him to be playing here. So Locke
I don't know why he would.
Yeah, I agree. Locke, 18-25, 245 yards, 1 touchdown. Expected to start Saturday's game against the Chiefs. Noah Fant led receivers with 6 catches for 92 yards. Cortland Sutton had 3 catches for 60 yards. Melvin Gordon ran 10 times for 43 yards. Caught 3 passes for 29 yards. The defense couldn't get stops or pressure. They had 5 defensive starters out. They finished with 0 sacks and 3 quarterback hits. And Dalton Risner suffered an elbow injury on the opening drive and did not return. He suffered a partial UCL tear, but it won't require surgery. He will not be playing. So let's go over the issues because there's a ton of them with this Denver team. A ton of them. I mean, there's almost not enough room. This is who's on the reserve COVID list. Offensive tackle Calvin Anderson. Safety Caden Stearns. Linebacker Stephen Weatherly. Cornerback Bryce Callahan. Cornerback Mike Ford. Offensive tackle Bobby Massey. A wide receiver Jerry Jeudy. A linebacker Bradley Chubb. Linebacker Baron Browning. Linebacker Jonathan Cooper. Defensive tackle McTelvin Ajim. Wide receiver Tim Patrick. Place kicker Brandon McManus. Punter Sam Martin. I mean, they're an absolute mess right now. An absolute mess. So do we just take the Chiefs first half minus 6.5 and call it a day?
I mean, I think that's the sharpest look you're going to get out of this. I do understand why Dennis has an inkling to play the under in this. I'm not sure I would. Just because you can really... I can see Kansas City putting the throttle down in this one. They are still potentially a first overall candidate. So I don't know. I think the play would be first half Kansas City more so than the under. And I don't know. I just don't know if I want to touch a divisional game on the road double-digit favorite. But first half, minus 6.5, I can get there.
Yeah, I think it's a Chiefs smash and grab. I think they're gonna. I know that Tennessee's in Houston, but
if the Chiefs break this defense early, which is quite possible, because they don't have anything to play for other than pride, and their offense isn't going to do anything. And I feel sorry for guys like Jerry Jeudy and more so Cortland Sutton. So I think Cortland Sutton is probably the best kept secret in football right now. That guy, if he had a quarterback, I think that guy would be an absolute beast. So I could see them just being demoralized early. And in that case, the Chiefs are going to win by, 20 plus.
Razor says they either totally dominate or play down to Denver's level. I guess we got to keep an eye on that COVID list for the Broncos. But and look, I don't want to have a ton of action. And the Chiefs are going to be playing Week 18. They're going to be playing Week 19 now because they lost to the Bengals. I expect them to take it out on these Broncos. And the Broncos are just hurting right now. Jared TG says Broncos have very good defense, but hopefully Broncos lose and Shermer is fired immediately. Gerald Jones says Denver team total under a look as well. Okay, I'm going to spend some more time,
I
thinking
like
about
that.
this.
I like that angle from Gerald Jones. That is a smart look too. I'm not sure what that number is right now, but
Well, let's see what Pinnacle is hanging quickly, and then we'll move on to the next spot. We can't spend too much time on it. We probably spent enough at this point, but let's figure out what this is here. Here we go. Over to Pinnacle, and we have Broncos, Chiefs. The team total for the Broncos is 16.5. 16.5. Nufflechan says if we see the same body language that we saw from the Browns, the Chiefs will score 35 easily. Huh. All right, let's move on. I feel like the Chiefs smash and grab to get it rolling. Angry about that loss to the Bengals. Show out. But I don't know how much action I want to have going into week 18, but it feels like this is a spot that I would be comfortable backing. All right, let's keep rolling.